What does Ferrari's new, less extreme approach to design mean for its performance in the upcoming Formula One season? That's the question on everyone's mind as we take a look at Ferrari's latest contender, the SF24. A significant visual departure from the previous SF23, the new model features aesthetic changes that include a matte red finish, details in yellow and white, and sparing use of black. Despite these changes, fans and experts have been muted in their response, citing a lack of visible technical innovations, especially after seeing the new F1 cars of Mercedes and Red Bull. However, as we know, appearances can be deceiving. In Formula One, speed is king, and the true test of the SF24 lies on the track. So what makes the SF24 different from the SF23? Well, let's dive into that. The SF24 debuts with a chromatic makeover featuring matte red, yellow, and white details, with black used sparingly to lighten the components. Aesthetically, it may seem similar to last year's model, but as we all know, looks aren't everything in Formula One. Ferrari's technical director Enrico Cardile confirmed that the team had not set any design constraints on the new SF24. This suggests that beneath the surface, the SF24 is teeming with innovations and modifications that are yet to be revealed. In fact, Enrico Cardile also hinted at update packages that the Maranello engineers are already working on for the car, which will most likely be introduced after the Bahrain preseason testing session. While the current changes might not be obvious to the untrained eye, Ferrari seems optimistic about the SF24's potential, so let's keep an open mind and see how this new machine performs on the track. The real proof, after all, will be in the lap times. What does this mean for Ferrari's hopes in the upcoming 2024 F1 season? The vibe in Maranello is one of cautious optimism. This sentiment is echoed by Ferrari's drivers, Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz, who are expressing more positive sentiments than they did 12 months ago. But it's not just the drivers who are feeling positive. Ferrari's key figures are also projecting hope. Frédéric Vasseur, the team principal, made a bold statement in December. He declared that 95% of the car would be changed for 2024. This is not a minor tweak. It's a significant overhaul. It signifies a willingness to take risks and make big changes, to hopefully see big rewards. What does this mean for the season ahead? Well, it's too early to tell. But the optimism from the team, coupled with the interesting changes to the car, suggests that Ferrari is not just hoping to compete, they're hoping to win. Time will tell if Ferrari's new design approach will pay off on the track. But before we rush to judgment, let's remember, in F1, the track is the ultimate judge. When its verdict arrives, we can begin to comment on the work done in Maranello. Yet precisely for this reason, let's give Ferrari time, prematurely declaring Ferrari is the least extreme, before seeing its performance is hasty. Even after the tests in Bahrain, or even after the first races of the upcoming championship, let's refrain from condemning the engineers. To avoid falling into the trap, just remember Red Bull in 2022. An absolute dominator of the championship despite 3 retirements in the first 3 races, 2 for Max Verstappen, 1 for Sergio Perez. Expectations are high, as is right when talking about the brand Ferrari. Just as it's right for all fans to demand a full-fledged fight for a championship they've been waiting for more than 15 years. However, there's a vast difference between having high expectations and condemning the SF24 solely because it's the least extreme in terms of shapes.